Ahead of the British referendum vote, investors were primed for a fight, but one in which the inevitable outcome would be a narrow victory for the Remain camp. If the vote went against, there was a laundry list of shocks. Stocks in the pound would tumble, the City of London would lose its prestigious and dominant place as a global financial hub, and the country would be punished all round for deciding to deal outside of the European Union. Of course, we now know the outcome, and overall, the financial system bore the strain rather well. Global stock markets have rebounded, helped in part by a flattening of global yield curves. The shocks to the system initially were every bit as large as was forewarned, and indeed, in the realm of politics, were even larger. The political establishment was dealt a huge blow, leaving both major parties in a state of flux. Meanwhile, the mastermind of the vote to leave the EU, Boris Johnson, has been revealed as the emperor with no clothes and alienated by seemingly everyone. But what about the fate of the British pound? The vote to leave jolted sterling in short order, and this week it sank briefly below 130 against the dollar, while its near 11% decline against the euro saw it fall from 131 before the vote to 117 this week. The cost of September and December put options suggest the pound's fall by expiration might be just 3 and 4 cents below its current 130 versus the dollar. And the upside symmetry suggests that traders are now less concerned by the risks of an extension to the recent 13% decline in its value. In the run-up to the vote, the threat was that Britain would have to renegotiate all of its trade agreements individually, a cumbersome process that could lead to less or slower trade and therefore hamper growth. However, the political fallout is resonating across the continent and appears to be setting off alarm bells in Brussels. Maybe it's too soon to claim that the boot is on the other foot, but Britain's move to leave the EU may be unlikely to deliver the threatened punishment the Remain camp warned about. One possible outcome of the so-called Brexit is political change across Europe. For that reason, currency traders might take a fresh look at the British pound in light of the fact that the Brexit vote is shaking the foundations of the European Union. That's all for now from Traders Insight. For more, join us online at ibkr.com/TI.